this'll have to do for now.
croissant. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the stream. I am your host, Nessie, the captain of this ship. And today we are continuing on our escapades in House Sanguinis. It's going to be a fun session today. Of course, we had last session that was absolutely fucking chaotic. And today is going to be about the same. I am going to bring in everyone who is joining me this evening. Let's get everyone in here.
Launch the game.
Hello, everyone.
Hello.
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 Let's go.
Wag. You guys ready for today's session?
I'm
Always.
ready.
Does it matter? Like, what are you gonna do if you say no?
If I say
I'm
no, do
sorry,
we
no
get
D&D
another
today.
week to prepare?
No.
No.
No. You don't
What
get,
about-
you guys
what-
don't get that luxury. I'm sorry.
Rar.
What is that?
We're so chaotic. We are such chaotic beings. Hello to everyone in chat. Thank you, babe, for the you are up to 5 months now subscribing to me. Holy shit. Happy birthday to Squid if you are still in chat. Happy birthday to you, my son. I know it's your birthday today and I wanted to shout you out on purpose.
Share a birthday with the fourth Doctor.
Yeah, there we go.
There you go.
To do some normal bullshit stuff, my birthday comes this Tuesday. We'll be having a stream. Actually, in my server, you guys are welcome. Everyone who is in Discord, remember that if you click on these links, let me get them out. There we go. My Discord server is there. Just click on that link and you can join. Everyone will be welcome to join that session, as well as it will be streamed at 6 o'clock p.m. EST on Tuesday. We're going to be playing party games, so it'll be fun. I'm the big 28 years old this year. It's kind of crazy to think. Yeah. Next weekend is going to be kind of a crazy weekend. Dragon, who is in chat with me, is coming to visit me at my house.
I am.
Yeah, so we're going to be doing some collab streams together, probably some Mario Kart and shit like that. The stream will be going on for a while, babe, so you don't have to worry about it. So yeah, we're going to be having a lot of fun. We'll probably play some Among Us and stuff like that. It'll be fun. Yeah.
Oh, I'm so bad at that.
Sus Mongoose, and we're going to be in the same room together, so that will be even more fun.
Oh, la. Dude, it's gonna be a goddamn Phoenix, right?
Oh, boy.
There will be chaos. Glorious chaos.
There will be such glorious chaos. Anyway,
Impossible Athena.
yeah.
Of course, Athena.
Who is behind me, actually. She's in her little nest. Anyways, are you guys ready to start this session?
As
Let's
will
do
ever
it.
be.
So, to give a recap of what happened last session. Last session, we finished up the culmination of what happened at the ball. You all had a few dances, enjoyed yourselves, and some things were talked about. In other words, all the information that you have been gathering over the last few weeks has all come together. You guys have met some new people. You met Sola, who is a close friend of Chiara's. You met Christian, who is a close friend of Jonathan's. You've also met a few other characters around the place. It was an enjoyable night. You guys got to get some things off your shoulders and kind of just relax as a group. But now you're back in it again as you were all led out to the balcony just to kind of get some fresh air after Apernath confronted all of you. As we ended last session, the fireworks were going off and you all had an opportunity to watch the fireworks from the balcony itself. The ending of a year, the ending of a crazy year for many of you. And for some of you, it is just beginning. You watch as you look over the balcony, you see everyone kind of gathering in the area garden, the castle garden itself. So you all decide, hey, we have 2 places that we need to go. You have one group that needs to talk to a certain vampire hunter and the other group who needs to talk to the king. So, let's take you all to the garden. As you walk down the stairs towards the garden itself, as you walk outside the palace doors, the big white doors that were right outside the ballroom, you are greeted with this beautiful sight. Fairy lights seem to twinkle everywhere, the large moon in the sky brightening it, turning it this beautiful, dark, almost eggplanty color. Every tree in this area is lit up by these small little twinkling pixies that many of you are not used to. The smell from the flowers seems to just engulf all of you. It just smells like a beautiful rose and maybe some violets here. Just the smell is just almost intoxicating. As you guys walk through the garden towards where the sound of people seem to be gathering, you come across the main garden area. You guys enter this courtyard-looking area, and you are greeted with this sight. As it loads. Dear Lord. You all step through. I don't know why the background is that color, but that's fine. I will fix that.
Oh, there we go.
As you guys enter this garden area, this vast garden area, this castle gardens, the door closes behind you by one of the guards. You guys are left to your own devices.
Before we start, got one question because memory is shit. Last session, I'm fairly certain I at least mentioned the idea of communicating to the fellas still at Club Euphoria that some of them are on an official guild list. Have I actually done that yet, or did I just mention it?
You have only mentioned it.
Can I do it in between what happened last session and now?
You can send a text message to someone.
Yeah, I think we established that I still have Valerie's number. So
you send a text
I
message.
I would also desperately like to get a message via the means of sending.
Of course. Who are you sending a message to?
Anwin.
Anwin, okay. What is that message? You have 25 words.
There is a kill order on you and Victoria. Please find somewhere safe to hide. Please stay safe.
Okay. Any more letters? You have 7 more letters.
What was the name of the guy who signed the kill?
Their list is in chat.
Yeah, but it was the name of the guy who
Oh, who ordered
Gerald?
it?
who
Wasn't
ordered
that
it.
Gerald? Wasn't that Gerald?
Oh, Gerald had yeah. So it was, let me look at his name, his last name, because I always forget it. Gerald Bushwick.
Gerald Bushwick ordered it. No explanation.
Okay. You kind of reach out your hand to kind of send that message out. I need you to roll me. What is your spell? What does your spells go off of?
Wisdom.
Wisdom. I need you to make me a wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
JH shaking his head at me.
Forgot something there, but
No, I remembered it. This is a roleplay moment. I was about to say Roland there, but Owen's. This is a rare moment where Owen's emotions have overridden his logic.
Ah.
14.
Okay. As you attempt to send the spell, it ricochets against the magic force fields that have covered this area, preventing magic. And it ricochets back into your head, causing this blaring headache. It almost feels like a needle was shot back at you.
Violet is right across from Owen. Does she see that he's in pain?
All of you would see it.
we've talked about this.
Yeah, don't use magic.
As you grab your head, Chloe kind of steps in front of you and kind of holds your cheeks, making sure that you're okay. Are you okay?
Yeah, just that hurt.
I believe there's a magical force field around this place to prevent people from using magic.
You can hardly blame me for forgetting about that, though, right?
No.
Oh, completely understandable. I'm assuming that he's saying all this
Honestly.
out loud.
Well, if we can't use magic, then yeah, I kind of have to say it out.
Do you have your cell phone on you? Maybe you can just send whatever you were trying to do that way?
Would I have signal here?
Let's go to that. Then Jonathan, you send out the text message. It sends just normally, and you receive a very fast text back. What do you mean we're in trouble?
Did I not elaborate in my text messages? I don't think I formulated what I actually said, but...
Yeah.
But okay, if we assume that I'm being an idiot and have only written that you are in trouble, which I think she already knows, I would say there's an unconfirmed kill order on the 4 of you. No reasons given yet.
You see in your text message, it seems as if she goes to type and then stops, and then continues to type, then stops. And the only response you receive back is, okay, we're safe. You owe me an explanation.
So look at this phone. It's like... he doesn't have an explanation himself, and it's like, oh, you owe me an explanation. I'm like, oh, yeah,
That was the explanation.
That was the explanation. But he's not going to say that because he has some modicum of tact remaining within him. So he's just going to diplomatically say nothing and put the phone away.
Of course, I left my phone in the room. I didn't want to bring it with this dress. I'll have to message Tressa later.
Silric will grab your hand. It's okay, Neraina. I'll get a message out to... fuck. 1 second. And he is gonna go and head towards the garden more and head to this protector right here. Owen, you saw Jonathan send a text message and you heard the little vibrate noise from his cell phone that he had received something back.
And with that, I'm going to type out more or less the same thing as my message that my sending said, just worded without the 25 word limit.
Do you explain a little bit more than what Jonathan explained?
well, there isn't really much more that we can explain. There is no
Okay.
reason for on the kill order.
Yeah. That is okay. So you send that text message out and you receive a pretty quick response back from Anwin. Kill order. We just got a message from Jonathan to Valerie. Is there any more explanation past that? Like, this seems a little crazy.
I don't know, is there?
That's
I
exactly
don't
what
know.
that's exactly what we thought. There is no reason given. Please just be safe.
You see her type for a little pause, and then you receive a response. Don't worry about us. We have it handled here at Euphoria. Liam has been told.
Olive branched. Extended.
Indeed.
Anwin is a little... It's something that you've noticed. Anwin is a little bit easier to talk to.
Also helps that related.
Yeah.
Mm.
Okay. You are
Neraina's
free to go off.
so Silric wandered out of character. Silric wandered off to talk to a protector. You said.
Yes.
Okay. I think Neraina's going to assume that that's official business and kind of wait for him, but kind of idly rub at her chest as the pull as he walks away begins, because I'm pretty sure that's more than like however many feet he can get away before the pull starts.
The update of this has been interesting. I'm trying to, yes.
Hmm?
It's 50 feet. That's
It
what
is-
I was.
He can
It's
get up.
just
When does the pull start? Like, is it
At 30 feet.
at 30 feet? Okay,
Yep.
cool. Good to know.
And it
yeah,
gets
but that's-
harder and harder the further he is away. Yeah. So
Mhm.
30 feet, you would start to kind of feel it. Like, it would feel like, you know that feeling of, like, misplacing something?
Yeah.
That slight little, like, feeling of that? That's what it's starting to feel like. At 60 feet, it would feel like, someone has left that you really cared for, like they've gone to like back home or something. At 120 feet per se, it would feel like it was bad.
Mm-hmm. So it's not bad. It's just he's moved further away, and and Neraina is starting to feel it.
Yeah.
Like, oh, he's not as close as.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I think Neraina's just gonna kind of wait for him because she doesn't want to interrupt it if it's official business.
Okay.
But
Sola is going to fly over to... One second. Sometimes. There we go. That's what I wanted. Why the fuck? I can't touch tokens.
Scuff.
Yeah, I can't touch tokens for whatever reason.
oh no.
Yeah.
oh no.
All of a
Our
sudden,
own-
tokens no longer want to move for me. And I
Would
don't...
love if Roll20 would not force update.
Yeah.
Roll Tony be
I
stinky.
can still move my
Oh,
token.
God damn it.
Yeah,
I
because
can move my
I
token.
cannot move tokens. There we go. Okay. You're going to watch as Sola flies over to Crow and is going to just put her hand on his shoulder, whisper something to him, and then she'll look at the rest of the group. I'm going to take Crow for a bit. I think I can help him with some of the stuff that he's thinking about. I'll be back a little bit later, okay?
Okay, so
Alright.
Good luck.
like you can see Kiara like kind of like blink, like she wasn't expecting this.
Good luck to all of you, okay? Keep me updated.
Take care of yourself.
I will. And you watch as the two of them fly away to some other location.
I need to go find my fairy contact. By would you stay with the rest of the crew?
She kind of looks up at you. I don't think we should go alone.
I am in agreement with that.
Mm.
Axo, Axo, gosh damn it. Caro, sorry. I need more caffeine. But before
Well,
that,
I think we all need it.
Caro,
Cheers.
we are. Cheers. Caro, we may be in a safe place, but there are enemies everywhere, and several of you have already been taken once. I think we'd all prefer if it didn't happen again. Please, take Vi with you, take someone with you, so that you're not alone, just in case. There is too much at stake right now.
Vi, come on. Alright, Vi.
I'll come with you. Okay. And you two go off together. What does the rest of you do? What do the rest of you do?
I have a weird observation. Is Sophia sitting in the fountain?
No, she's sitting on the side.
Oh, that's convenient.
She dips her feet in the fountain.
I'm assuming. Well, yeah, Neraina's just gonna wait for Silric to come back because I think they were gonna go talk to the king about an audience or just try and talk to him. So she'll wait for Silric until he comes back.
I see what you're doing,
see.
Zeta. Zeta, my ADHD came out there. There's
Oh.
Zeta moved.
Oh.
I see Gerald to the top left there.
Mhm.
I have an objective. So does Christian.
So I need you to make me a perception check.
Whether I see him,
Mhm.
or if I've suddenly gone blind.
Well, no, it's far away.
I see him.
So it's
Nice.
kind of difficult where you are. You kind of have to kind of search around, but you are well observant of things. And through the trees, you see the back of his jacket. It's the same sort of jacket you have, so it's kind of the cape and everything.
I presume I'd be able to recognize the fucker after this long.
Yes. His hair is sort of pulled back because he kind of has longer hair now, and it's kind of pulled back in like a fancy ponytail.
I've already seen him today, so
You have.
so yeah. Do share a glance with Christian.
Christian will share a
And,
glance back and kind of point his hand towards the direction to let you lead on. I will give you control over Christian.
Cool.
There we go. So the two of you go off towards Gerald.
Can you pass this way here?
Yep, you can pass all the way through.
Because it looks like it's fenced off or something.
Yeah, you can pass through there. That's kind of a lower fence area, so you can kind of walk through it.
Yippee.
Okay, you go off there. At this moment, once Jonathan and Christian leave, Silric turns and comes back to the group. Okay, so the king and Throna are in the main garden house. It's back a bit and it's being guarded, but that protector is going to get a word out to the guards over there, and we're hopefully going to get an audience soon.
So we don't need to go talk to him personally then. He's aware of, or will be aware of, us wanting to talk to him.
Yes, hopefully. But we should probably head that way.
Lead the way? I don't know. I know at least you and I were going to go do that. I don't know what everyone else wants to do.
I think it's okay for everyone to come.
I don't know if I should be going towards a king. Knowing my
I don't-
attitude, I
I
feel
don't-
like I'm
I-
going to provoke.
Chera, I don't know that I should be going anywhere near a king, but I'm going to do it anyway.
You not going near a king? Come on, Neraina, you're the most regal out of all of us.
Yeah, I agree with that. I'm just saying
about
that I don't
that.
think I'm made to be nice to a king. I know I'm gonna mess up some way.
I need you to make me a perception check,
Like,
Neraina.
what's the difference to vicious mockery? Because I feel like that's what Luka just.
Oh, okay. Perception.
Truly.
Oh, for heaven's sake. I can't type tonight. What the heck?
No worries.
21.
You
Ooh.
hear a brief whisper as you pass by Silric, and he says something to the effect of, "You may not be their queen, but you're sure as hell mine."
Ooh.
And he goes and continues walking towards the direction that you guys are supposed to be going.
Uncaring of the damage he has wrought.
Do we roll for damage?
Neraina-
Does Neraina need to roll for damage?
No, but Neraina does blush and and just wherever he went, there he is. Okay, she'll follow or kind of walk next to him, grab his hand, and just be like, "You smooth."
I know what I did.
I know you know what you did.
Okay. Is anyone follow Neraina?
Not sure I'm gonna turn around and follow.
I will, Violet will kind of look at Caleb and, like, do you want to go after them?
We probably should, because it's not good to stay separated.
It's dangerous to go alone. Take this.
Yep.
She will nod and, like, yeah, all right. And then grab his hand and follow after the two.
Okay. Owen, Chiara, do you choose to follow?
I suppose, yeah.
Okay.
I might not follow.
You don't want to follow? Okay. Where do you want to go then?
I see Wesley in the distance.
Okay, you want to go talk to Wesley? Okay. So after
Because
you...
I don't think
Okay.
Wesley is not aware of this, like, the list, right?
You're unsure.
Yeah, she might want to go to him for questioning on her own.
Okay. So you watch as your friends leave towards whatever direction they go, and you head towards Wesley. Okay. So I'm going to move the group towards where they need to go. Right over here.
What about Owen and Chloe?
I asked. They were going to follow. There we go. So, we head towards Crow and Vi. Crow and Vi, you were the first to leave the group.
Bro!
Caro, oh my god, this is gonna be one of those days. God give me the strength today.
To be fair, Nessie, I kind of did it first, so you're good.
Yeah. We head for Caro and Vi. Caro, you left the group first, and you needed to go talk to a certain set of people. You head up to the garden doors because you briefly saw a certain blonde-haired elf walk in to this garden area, and she decided she was going to sit here as her parents are talking. You take Vi's hand and lead her into the little side garden area. as you enter, you hear the brief conversation that had been started. You hear as Oberon starts to ask Titania a little bit more information.
Oberon is him?
Yep.
It is he.
You see
is
this
he.
tall, very broad-shouldered, he looks fairly young for being hundreds, if not thousands of years old. Dark, flowing locks fall down his back as he addresses his wife. I worry about the Unseelie at this point. They are approaching closer to our borders, and Kaname is doing nothing. And with the information Chandria has given us, this is even more concerning now. You hear a brief pause in their conversation as this almost wistful, soft, almost like velvet voice from across the room speaks up, and you can only assume that it's Titania. Don't worry, my dear. We have it handled. As I said, the Seelie court is aware of the problem. We will make sure nothing comes of it. Isn't that right, Chandria? And you hear kind of a distant, almost like, huh? Oh, yes, mother. We'll make sure of it. She seems to be almost absent-minded. You enter the room, and the three of them look at you. All of them with
Good evening.
fairly blank faces.
Hello there.
Hello there.
Good evening. I trust we're all having a good time.
Oberon kind of looks at you with an eyebrow raised. I would say so. And you are?
No one important.
You watch as Titania kind of moves towards the back area to look outside the windows over here. Her glowing figure seems to almost light up the entire room over here, even with her white dress and white wings. Do you have a chance? Do you look at your mother?
I do.
You can make an insight check.
I would love to. I need to memorize that number. That'll be a 19 total.
Okay. As you look at her face, you see a glimpse of what is shock in the beginning, and then kind of confusion, and then almost dread seems to come over her face as she kind of peers over at her parents, and then just kind of sighs, and then turns towards her mother. Mother, I'm going to step out for a bit. It's getting a little bit warm in here. I think I just need some fresh air. You watch as Titania kind of waves her hand, acknowledging her daughter a little, and she walks kind of around the table past her father and out this back door. Out of sight from you.
Well, I'm just wandering around, so, if there's anything I can do for you, feel free to just let me know. I'll be
Of course.
Fucking hell.
The inch.
I'm sort of imagining
Move.
like a caterpillar crawl.
Do you close the door behind you?
I do.
You close the door behind you, and the garden when you went through this little like side house area, it smelled like almost like fresh dirt and peat moss. This is where the gardener would like start all of the plants. And as you step into this kind of enclosed area, you see that there are very extremely tall bushes that kind of line the edge of it. And as you step out here, you can tell that this is where they kind of put all the potted plants. And the aroma in this area is almost too intoxicating. The different smells of the flowers that you've never seen in your entire life, even. You kind of catch a glimpse of your mother rounding the corner of one of these potted plant areas and kind of just sit down on the edge of it.
I'm sure we'll just make our way over in that direction as well.
Need to talk into your mic just a little bit more.
We'll make our way that direction as well.
Okay.
My lady, this is Vi.
You watch as Vi just kind of waves her hand. Hi.
Are we being overheard?
No, this is a private area.
Good. At this point, it is certainly starting to look like the only parties that are unaware of my heritage are the neutrals.
I figured that was the case. It's why I informed my mother that the Unseelie court is getting worse.
Even the teachers at the school knew.
I was close with two of them, so it makes sense.
And Afton Jameson?
Yes.
Figures.
They both have had travels in the Feywilds quite often. That's why I know them both.
It's come to the point where we need to gather allies. As fast as humanly possible.
If we want to gather allies, then you need to become public that you are my son.
That's the problem. I wanted to run it by you first.
I don't see any way out of this either. After the council meeting earlier, I guess yesterday, bottom line, it was a shit show. Abernath is more pushy than he ever's been. In fact, he wants to start moving on the mundane world.
How so? Where does he plan to start?
He wants to start in Seattle, of all places.
Of fucking course.
I worry since it's a hub for not only vampires, but also the Coven of Lust.
Yeah.
It seems like there's a harsh connection there, which I assume you've already figured out.
Of course I have, and they've got eyes on Father.
Let me deal with that. I'll make sure he is safe.
And there is another I need to ensure the protection of as well.
That is?
One Hondar Skybloom. I just got him to go back to Chicago.
Okay. I can reach out to some of my contacts in the mundane world and get him protection.
That would be fantastic.
I am so sorry about this, Caro, all of this. If I had foreseen all of this happening, I would have stopped it a lot quicker.
Well, you didn't know. There was no way to know.
No, I guess not.
And of course, fate has her hand in everything.
Yeah, she does. Or they do. How about we start now? Would you like to properly meet your grandparents?
Doesn't seem like such a horrible idea.
I think they already know, to be honest.
I wouldn't be surprised.
They are the type of Fae to know automatically. You have an aura about you that's very similar to mine.
Well, I'd sure hope so.
Let's go to it then.
Aye.
She stands and walks past the both of you and towards the door.
Well, Vi, want to meet my family?
Didn't think it was going to be this soon, but
I didn't either.
Why is life never quiet with you, Caro?
Because I'm simply so interesting.
You just watch as she shakes her head as you all enter the garden house. And shut the door behind you. To the next group. We head across the garden to the vampire hunters having a delightful conversation. Jonathan, as you approach the group, you see that there are more than just Gerald and Catherine in this group.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Two people that you have been introduced to recently, as well as the head commander liaison that you have been working for the USA. They are in
as well as one person that I've been avoiding the entire evening.
That's why I said Catherine. They are in a whispered conversation, and it almost seems like they're arguing.
I would say me and Christian are going to approach from an angle where we are visible, so it very obviously we are not trying to spy on them. Give them plenty of opportunity to stop the whisper conversation before we get into hearing range.
That would probably be over here.
Yeah, we'll just take the slight detour so we come from this direction, because where we stand, the people facing us would have already seen us, so if we take the detour up here, then Gerald will also see us.
Makes sense. So you step through the bushes, step through kind of the trees and the flowers on the ground, and as you approach, the group goes silent and all kind of turns and looks at you.
Oh, well, first of all, finish the approach. Where does Christian go? There isn't enough space in this circle. I'll put him here. That'll have to do. I'm just going to very courteously, good evening.
Gerald will speak up. Good to see you again, Jonathan.
Yes, we unfortunately haven't had the opportunity yet. I've been ever so busy.
I get that. Anastasia, have you busy?
Partly. Also, just like the undertone being sort of a sly glance at Catherine next to him, sort of implying why he hasn't had the pleasure this evening to talk with him.
Catherine, as you look over at Catherine and Gerald, Catherine kind of has her arm around his and is kind of ignoring you.
Mm-hmm. No, all the better. But yeah, I hope the message arrives, but even if it didn't.
You can't tell.
Yeah. I mean, I could try to inside check, but I also don't really care. So.
That's up to you. As Gerald kind of greets you, you watch as Head Commander McAllister kind of speaks up. Ah, I haven't gotten a chance to talk to your group yet. I did see you guys over there, but I've been so busy with everything going on.
Yep. These are surely busy times all around.
They
But-
really are. They have me all over the place with my teams in the Feywilds. I was actually just informing Gerald of all of it.
Well, apologize for the interruption then, but
All good, all good.
yeah, have you met Christian yet?
I don't believe really I have. He was sitting at the table and it was briefly, but it's a pleasure to meet you, Christian. Christian just kind of...
RP Christian too, have I?
Yeah, that's fine. Christian just kind of nods and politely reaches out his hand. Pleasure, Commander. And they kind of just shake hands, and he kind of goes back to standing by your side. Awkward silence.
Yeah, no, I'm thinking, because if they aren't going to be continuing talking, like, will they talk about something if we do not further intrude, or will they suddenly stop talking about anything at all now that we are here?
It seems like it's an awkward silence.
In that case, Gerald, would you mind if I steal you away for a bit?
Of course. You need to talk to me about something?
Yes. It's not necessarily urgent, but I'd prefer to do it sooner rather than later.
Of course. Catherine, dear, will you stay here with the group? I will be back. And you watch as she kind of just pouts and then kind of saunters over to the group to kind of close the circle, and he will kind of turn and go towards you guys. Lead the way.
What's this like? I would say like the middle tree should be far enough away to be out of
Like
hearing
here?
distance. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna move these two. Yep. The fuck?
Okay. Gerald then follows you both. You needed to talk to me?
Yes. Christian has made me aware of a situation that I'd prefer some answers for. Now, when exactly were you going to inform me that... Why are there kill orders on my current squad?
What do you mean?
Look at Christian.
Christian just kind of shrugs his shoulders and then looks at Gerald. I received a bunch of files on my desk 2 days ago with a list of people's names. And they didn't have any corroborating evidence or additional signatures on them. Minus your signature. Those have to have extra approval, sir. And as your head agents, we were curious why. You watch as Gerald seems to chew on the inside of his mouth, something that you had seen previously in your time with training under him. It was a sign that he was thinking about something. He finally speaks after a few seconds. Well, those came down from council. And I guess I pawned them off on you, and I'm sorry for that, Christian.
That does put me in quite the predicament. Fucking hell. I really do not like to become in conflict in situations like this. Was there a reason given? Should I... for fuck's sake. Ah, well.
I assume that they are orders that we have to follow out. If you have information, Jonathan, of where the whereabouts of some of those people are, I can head them out. I can give that information to other members to take care of it.
Well, I certainly know where they are right now, but the question is, will I know where they are in the future?
Any information is better than nothing. You know that.
Yes, right. But I may have been working with these people for a bit now, but what the fuck is this situation? Right. Now, if there are orders, of course, I can't exactly keep associating with them, but...
Have you been associating with them?
Were you listening to me? They've been part of my current investigation.
Okay, so you
On
know where
our
they
side.
are, so I can get some of the agents here to arrest them.
I'm not sure whether our current hosts would be amenable to that right now. However, as I've mentioned, currently I am working with them, meaning that once we leave here, I will still know where they are.
So we need to get them in a public place. Smart, Jonathan. Knew there's...
Public... If you wish for a public arrest, certainly, but...
Or private, up to you. You're the lead on this investigation. I can't take that away from you.
So, these orders haven't been assigned to anybody yet?
No, they have not. That's why I put them on Christian.
2 days old. Ah, God damn it.
I still have to confirm with council on everything.
Yes, well, in that case...
I can have that done by the end of tonight. Hell, one of the head of council, 2 of the council members are here tonight. Levi and Anastasia, so I can at least talk to Levi and get things taken care of.
Now, how time sensitive is this? Because I would prefer to finish my original mission, and having to arrest half of my current allies would certainly not be conductive towards that goal.
Are they a necessity? We could possibly work on the side, even if they do have technical kill orders, we can still question them.
If I know what I'm supposed to question them about, I might be able to subtly do it.
Okay, let me see what information I can get for you. I can possibly get you some files tomorrow.
That would be appreciated. I have been sitting on this case for far longer than I wanted to, and I'd really rather not set myself back even further.
Yeah, unfortunately, I would have gone on the mission, but they needed me back at headquarters. It's where I've been sitting with Christian.
I understand, but I'm getting tired of the field right now, but needs must. Anyway, if you can get me some information on possible questions, I'll see what I can find. Otherwise, I'd see about finishing what I'm currently doing before I follow up on anything else.
I will definitely get that to you. And hey, if you finish both of these missions or any of these case files, I'm telling you, you'd be up for promotion, potentially a head commander position if you wanted. So a little bit of incentive.
Ah, yes, even more responsibility. Precisely what I want. You know me so well, Gerald.
Hey, no, it would be a desk job. That's what I'm offering you.
It's just interest, like slightly piqued curiosity now.
Just a thought. Because they want me back at headquarters, so you would take over my position. And, Christian, there wouldn't be anything. You two are stuck at the hip with each other, so I'd be willing to possibly rank you up also to be his second.
You do know me well, this time without sarcasm.
I've known you long enough, Jonathan. I'm the one who trained you.
Right, then just get the information to me if you can.
I can do that. And it's
I
good seeing
still
you
have-
both, actually. I know we've both all been busy, and it's been a long time.
I've still got things to do this evening, but it was
course, of
nice
course.
speaking with you again. The
Good.
phone call did really count, you know.
I know. I'll have to try to see if I can get out more and see you both in action, because I would love to see what my projects have done. He says
Love
sarcastically.
you too.
Well, I better get back to the group before Catherine starts missing me.
I hope you excuse that I'm not going to be joining you for now.
Of course. I know your problems with her.
Right. Well, there are plenty of other problems I can run into today, so
I'll see you both later then. And you watch as he turns and leaves to go back to the group. Christian, you both kind of stand there, and Christian kind of looks at you. Did we just get an in?
I don't know, did we? We'll have to see, I suppose.
Probably just got all the information that we needed.
Not yet.
Don't count the
For
chickens
now,
before they're
we
hatched.
have-
Don't count the chickens
For now,
before
we
they're
have full license to continue interacting with my current squad.
Yep. Are you really going to arrest them, though?
That heavily depends on what Cheryl delivers to me.
Okay. Jonathan, you are the lead on this.
So,
Where do you guys head off next?
first of all, just back to in the direction of the fountain, like out of the woods.
Okay. So you guys
And-
stop there. Okay. Next group. Chiara. Chiara, you round the edge of the fountain as you see Wesley. His back is sort of towards you. He's kind of leaning on the edge of the fountain, talking to the young woman that you had been introduced to prior. You know her as Sophia. As you approach, Sophia spots you first and kind of cocks her head and kind of pokes Wesley's side. And Wesley turns towards you and smiles at you. Ah, Chiara, good to see you.
Good to see you too, I guess. It's still weird to see her smile.
You know, I'm not going to question it. What's up? You're alone. Why are you not with your group?
Actually, I wanted to talk to you about something.
Okay, what about?
It's something that I need to talk to you alone about. Just something that I found out.
Okay, he kind of turns towards Sophia and kind of bows lightly to her. We'll continue the conversation in a bit. And she just kind of shakes her head and leads you into this little back area away from the group. What do you need to talk to me about?
Dude, it's about the... Me and the others discovered something. A list of people that the Hunter Society wanted to capture. Did Rye and you know about this list?
No, not at all.
Because one of that list also contained Rye's name, and that he was supposed to be a capture in question.
Fuck. Who gave you this list? And your shirt was the Hunter Society?
Well, it was, in fact, someone from the Honor Society gave us the list that some of the people on our group are kind of listed in that. I'm also listed in there. You aren't, thankfully.
Fuck.
I don't think Makoto knows about it yet. It hasn't been published, or I don't think it is.
Makoto's
This-
here tonight. Maybe we should go see him. Ask him about it. I saw him head off to the main garden area.
There's also one other thing. My name was also on that list, but mine was a capture or kill. Does this have anything to do with whatever? I'm kind of curious if me getting captured might be related to that.
Do you know how long the list or how old the list is?
Nessie, do I know or I don't know?
You would not know.
I can.
You know that it landed on Christian's desk about 2 days ago. That's about it.
I don't know whether you know about a person named Christian from the Hunter Society. Do you?
I've heard the name around. He's here tonight, isn't he?
Yep. We met him. He was the one who gave us this list. It landed on his desk 2 days ago, but he didn't see it until then. It was most shocking that most of our names are on that list.
That is concerning. Fuck.
That's why I was wanting to know if you or Ryan knew anything about this, or if
No.
that was part of your plan.
We have no idea. We had no idea. We're operating under these suspicion that these situations are all separate. But now you're telling me they're all I need to get a hold of I need to go and contact Rai about this. Chiara, you need to promise me something. Do not go anywhere alone. Make sure you always have someone next to you, okay?
Okay, but
Rai will kill me if you get hurt in all of this. Okay?
okay.
Actually, if your friends are off nowhere near you, stay with Sophia for a bit, okay? She's a good person and she'll stay next to you.
Okay. You stay safe.
I'm gonna try, but I need to contact Rai with this one. So that he's aware. And with that, he's gonna take a hold of your hand and lead you back to Sophia and kind of quickly explain the situation to Sophia. Sophia will kind of shake her head in understanding and then pat next to her on the fountain for you to come and sit next to her. Do you join her? Okay.
Yeah, I'll go over, like, climb over to the edge and just sit my butt over.
With that, Rai will give you Wesley will give you a quick hug, nod to Sophia, and then leave the area.
To be honest, Chiara will actually be surprised. He was not expecting her to just hug her out of nowhere.
Okay. And to the last group. You all walk fairly quickly, the last group to kind of leave the area. You head towards the main garden building. As you get close, Silric lets go of your hand, Neraina, and talks to the guard here, where the guard kind of shakes their head and steps to the side to allow you guys to pass. Silric will turn to the group of you and kind of gesture for you guys to enter.
Right at the door where he's at?
Yep.
Okay. Neraina will just kind of look at the others and then walk towards the door and head in.
I will follow after.
I will follow too. I just need to finish making a meme first.
As you guys enter, the guard takes his place again as you guys head up the stairs, and Silric, as he leads you around the back area, he's kind of talking to the group of you. Now remember, this is the king we're talking about. This is the king we're talking to. Let me do the talking in the beginning so that we can kind of figure out if he knows all of this information or not.
So don't speak unless spoken to, got it.
Correct.
Works for me.
And
Works for me.
And it's your majesty until we are told otherwise.
Well,
Obviously.
Of course.
And he walks down the stairs to the main door here and peers in. You can see from where you guys are that the king is talking to someone who is sitting down. And Silric will step to the side to allow you all in.
Neraina's just going to kind of give him a look as she walks past him, just like kind of look that says, help, but keep on walking.
He's just kind of just shake his head and just sigh.
I think at this point, Violet's kind of holding tightly to Caleb's hand, just like, nope. This is not it.
Silric will enter the room and shut the door behind all of you.
Right before we keep walking, Neraina's going to kind of grab his arm and lean up to whisper in his ear. You're with us on this, right?
I am.
Okay.
Silric will continue his approach, and once he gets to about right here, he will kind of do like the proper knight type of thing where he'll kind of click his heels together and slightly bow towards the king, and the king will kind of turn towards him, and Silric will speak up. My king, we've asked for your audience this evening. Are you able to talk? At that, the king kind of silently looks over at Therona, who you had met earlier. He looks at her and she just nods slightly, and he'll turn back to the group and say, you guys may speak freely. We're all friends here.
Neraina's going to kind of walk up and carefully, very, very carefully curtsy to him.
You watch as the king kind of smiles at that and just shakes his head and raises his hand. No need for that. Here we have no formalities in this room. I understand that all of you are here on actually official business. I do also want to thank you all for finding my sister. I appreciate it. The crown, the kingdom appreciates it. We've missed Mirai deeply.
It was our pleasure to help her.
Yeah, I think I can speak for all of us. We are happy that she's safe back with her family.
She's doing well. The doctors are stating that she will be fully healed up within the next week.
That's good to hear.
Very good news.
So, what news do you have for me?
Well, Silric, I think you should take the lead on this, as...
Why is it me? It's your guys' plan.
Well,
Your Majesty, I'm sure you are obviously aware people have been snatched, and we have discovered that a good deal of it has to do with Apernath and some of these teachers at the magical school. One of our associates, Jonathan, who is a member of the Vampire Hunter Society, introduced us to a colleague of his who he's given us a list. And on that list are a good deal, many people that we know, and some that possibly you know or have heard of. A lot of them are ordered to be killed or arrested and questioned, but a good deal of them are ordered to be killed almost on sight, I think, if I remember
On
the list
site.
correctly.
Yep.
And you heard about this evening?
Yes.
Is it a possibility you could get a hold of that list for me?
Violet's gonna, like, take her phone out. I have it right here. I've copied it down.
May I see it?
Of course. She will approach him. Oops, I'm still connected to Caleb. She will approach him and pass her phone over and then back away.
At that, he'll kind of look at it. You watch as Therona kind of stands up and looks over his shoulder and reads some of the names. She just kind of goes through it and says, Hendef is on here. So is Jameson.
Yes.
So is Silric.
At that, you watch the king kind of look up. Silric, is this due to your mission that you needed to go on for that group? And Silric will shake his head, yes. It is, sir. And with that, the king will sigh. This... And you're saying that this is connected to Apernath? And the school?
Unfortunately, and it is possibly connected to another group.
And that is?
The Coven of Lust. We, unfortunately, discovered that among the captives were one of the Jasper twins, who admitted to be working with Asmodeus under an interrogation with the vampire hunters. And one of the students at the school was found with Coven runic tattoos.
So Kaname is what you're telling me.
Correct.
Delightful. So, this push that Apernath is trying to accomplish is deeper than what we thought.
Unfortunately. I don't even know if it goes as deep as Kaname. It could go as deep as Asmodeus for all we know.
I need you, Violet. Ooh, what sort of check? I need you to make me a wisdom saving throw.
Fuck! That's gonna be shitty.
Oof.
I'm dead. I'm absolutely dead. No, I'm not. I'm fading that. Fuck you.
Okay.
Oh no.
Come on. That's not any better.
That is better.
That is notably better.
It's better.
It's above 10.
as you speak her name, you hear a voice ring in your head. So that's where you are. You know, child, if you speak the name of an archdevil, she can appear. However, you are hiding within the walls of the elves. Be careful where you walk next. Because the moment that I find you outside, the 9 hells will be waiting for you. And the voice disappears.
Well, I'm fucked.
Neraina, does Violet says that out loud?
Yes.
What do you mean?
She knows where I am.
Oh.
And as soon as I step outside of these walls, I'm fucked.
Archdevils are
now?
like that. You all should go speak. Actually, Therona. You watch as she kind of lifts her head up. Yes, my king? He then responds back to her. Can you please go speak with Lady Titania and Oberon about these matters? I think I need to go speak with the rest of the Elven Council and get confirmation of who is on our side and who isn't. Because I spoke with Halrond not too long ago, and it seems as if some of Council is not on the best side. You all should go with Therona. And you watch as she kind of stands up and puts her hand on top of his, squeezes it slightly, and she walks past you, Violet.
I think at this point, Violet's kind of paralyzed, just holding onto her wrist.
Caleb will approach at that and put his arm around you. We'll get through this, okay?
I won't.
You will.
I will not.
There are protections here.
Caleb.
I'm aware. Maybe there's something that we can do about it.
She will look up at him with, like, visible anger and are you serious look. Caleb, you know what I did.
I know.
I'm going to reap what I sow eventually.
And we'll take it as it comes. Violet, you are one of the strongest witches I know. We got this. And he'll hold out his hand for you to take.
She'll take it and kind of lean against him. I do not have strength enough to go up against an archdevil.
Not right now, we don't. But we will soon. Do you guys go to catch up with Therona?
Yep.
Okay. You all head out of the garden and head towards where she thinks Oberon and Titania might be. We
does
will
the king
take.
still have my phone?
Oh, yes, he does. He'll kind of hold it out towards you. I think you're forgetting
Sure.
something.
She'll turn around and take her phone back. Thank you.
You're welcome. And don't worry about archdevils. They cannot come here because this is sacred ground. They'd burn in an instant.
I'm not worried about here. I'm worried about when I get back out there.
Come find me later on this week. I might have something for you.
I'll take anything at this point.
Okay. So you all head out. From here, we will take a 15-minute break because Mama needs food. I am hungry.
Yes.
Vibes in
Ew.
bread.
Go get food.
Go get bread.
Brot.
Acquire bread.
So a 15-minute timer on the clock. You guys get to talk about your next options.
Oh, shit.
Well, I just kind of fucked ourselves.
Oh my
You mentioned Voldemort's name.
Yep.
At least if
I
we
feel
ever,
like
for
we've-
some
I feel like we've
godforsaken
said
reason,
it before. I
Yeah,
feel like
but-
it's been said before, though. And
Maybe
this
not
has-
the violent-
But not
many
by
fucking-
Violet.
No, I've said
Oh.
it before.
maybe I don't know, has to be ambient magic for whatever fuck.
Oh,
If we
I know
ever,
why this is.
for whatever fucking reason, want Asmodeus to pay attention to us, at least now we know how.
A hidden benefit of a contract. That's what's going on here.
Hidden benefit. I broke the fucking contract.
Not
you?
that contract. Anyway, moving on.
You are around people allegiant to Asmodeus right now, so that might be.
Do you remember what Nessie went and talked to me about?
Yeah. Oh.
And you know who's not with you?
Oh.
Oh.
Anyway,
Oh.
Fun.
I didn't tell you that.
Anyway.
I have a potential idea I could pull off if I have nothing else to do at the party today. Because I've noticed that the whole evil club is assembled in the bottom left corner.
The evil club.
You will look at them. It's the evil people.
Yeah.
And there are trees around them, which means feasibly, I could go to one of those trees to have a conversation with Christian and just sort of not notice that they are within hearing distance. You know, since I'm already leaning into the whole matter of time situation thing.
I'll be back
Like,
in
yeah,
a
I'm
minute.
totally gonna help you guys after I finish my mission, you know? Promise.
I still get the bad feeling that something bad is about to happen, kind of thing. Like there are
We-
red fucking flags.
I feel I have to point out, if Jonathan gets, like, if Gerald comes in and gives him a full-on report, and it's actually convincing and gives a lot of good reasons.
Yes.
Ouch.
So you better hope that his intel is shallow.
Man, Jonathan, I thought better of you.
Fuck you, I have a job.
Double agent.
I mean,
Double agent, triple agent, quadruple agent, we'll see.
God
Agent, yes.
damn, and here I thought Jonathan might actually like all of us.
Oh, he
Sad.
does.
He's in
I
it for
know.
the
Like,
money.
he also
I got
likes
the
Gerald. Like,
That's fair, and he hasn't exactly gotten a concrete reason or definite proof that, oh yeah, Gerald's totally behind all of this. Yeah, I
but
get it.
for
I get
now,
it. Mhm.
by just saying he's going to delay any action until his mission is done, he is sort of keeping all necessary paths open to him.
Mhm.
Gives him some time to make up his mind. I mean, again, Gerald might show up with a big-ass folder of intel and actually have some concrete reasons in there. Who knows? Or he just comes up with a long-ass text that can be boiled down to "I don't like their vibe" or something.
I swear to fucking God, if he takes it
We'll
because
see
of
what he gives me.
Yeah.
Anyway,
But the bad feeling is still there, though.
again, I can sow some more seeds if I want to, but
Jara is just like
Hmm.
vibing while everyone's having a
what?
fucking crisis.
Yeah.
Alright,
Alright, you know what? No, I gotta ask the question. Nessie, this is entirely out of character. Rereading the list, Neraina is not on it. Is that deliberate? Okay.
Oh.
I thought so, but curiosity got the better of me. But in that case, I would like to request that when we come back to game, Neraina stops Silric for a sec. She wants to tell him something. If we can work it in when we come back from break.
That was a fun conversation. That was a lot of fun conversations.
Nicely done, by the way, JH. That was.
I was literally fumbling for the entire first half.
Listen,
that was only half acting how exasperated John.
It worked.
It worked to your favor. It's okay.
I'm gonna have to be honest. The way Christian jumped into the whole issue caught me entirely on the wrong foot.
Yeah, no. The minute the head commander we've been working with said, "Oh yeah, I was telling Gerald," my stomach just dropped. I was like, "Oh shit, oh shit."
Oh no.
I'm getting intel. And depending on what intel I get, that will decide my future actions. If I were an asshole player, I could just side with Gerald out of spite, but I'm not an asshole player. So.
No, no, you're not.
Also, it would be kind.
What kind of? I was gonna say, what kind of character is Jonathan in this
I really that would really stretch. I feel like the people's ability to not metagame if I became an active traitor and you just had to act like you didn't know.
Yeah.
So,
no,
also
he
the
comes
fact
across as very pragmatic about everything. Like he's gonna he wants evidence before he does anything, which you know.
He has a job to do, and he will do his job.
Y'all, I'm very sad. I missed out on cake.
Oh
no!
I'm very sad right now.
I'm sorry.
It's a dumb thing to be sad about, but you know.
Listen, Luca.
Cake is cake.
If I could, I'll send you some pavlova that I have over to you.
I appreciate it, Pika. You were very sweet.
I still want pictures of that. I don't know what it looks like. I'm curious. So.
Bring me pictures of the
Have you seen meringues before?
Yeah.
It's that, but a giant cake. It's very soft though. It's not like crunchy. It's like actually soft. And if you put cream and peaches on that, that's some good shit. Either that or strawberries or blueberries. It's like nice toppings.
Yummy.
I usually have that for my birthday, and it's honestly nice.
Found one. Oh, wait, hold on. There you go.
I do not. Oh, there it is. Okay, just took a second. Oh, that's very pretty. Yeah, I've seen something similar before. I just didn't realize that's what they were called. That's cool.
Well, technically speaking, it's like a Australian/New Zealand kind of cake.
Okay. I swear, this cat cannot decide whether he wants to be in my room or out of it.
He's trying to avoid being trying to have the best of both
Well,
worlds.
Yeah, but things is getting important. I can't be constantly getting up to let him in or out. I need him to
Alexa,
make a
turn off my
decision.
alarm.
I'm mad. Well, Nessie, you have successfully given me anxiety this campaign. Good job.
You're welcome.
Wait a minute. One of the like you can check that off the bucket of the bucket list. Give one of your players anxiety.
I thought Nessie always gives all of us anxiety. What are
I
you talking
mean,
about?
Now I have it. Like, I feel like I'm gonna have to like stick in the fucking Elven Castle because if I go outside, I'm going straight to hell.
well, it might depend on what the king has for you. You know,
True.
True.
don't count yourself out yet. As
Thou art hellbound.
Is
oh
it also
God.
bad that I? Is it also
like
bad
Violet-
I think something? Oh, sorry.
Violet was hellbound to begin with, and
Yes,
like,
but now you're
she-
hellbound with swiftness.
Mhm. like she always knew that she was gonna be hellbound, but it's just like, nope, you're not taking me there. The Fates will take me there themselves when they decide it. But now
You
it's
can
just like,
take
oh,
me.
you're gonna speed up the process, you fucking archdevil whore. It's on now.
I mean, if we presume that the Asmodeus people are behind the kill order list, then they are already actively on the job of speeding up your journey.
I
mean,
just
that's-
imagine.
Oh, their journey is gonna happen first.
I was gonna. I
Violet may
imagine
run
that
out of
Is
spell
it?
slots, but she will never. Well, more like stabby stabby.
Listen, I just imagine like Violet is like, you want to fuck with me, face? Neraina, hold my loops. Literally about to fight.
Like, or
about
just,
to start a fight.
Luka, see it this way. You have until what you can classify as the end of Jonathan's mission to convince him that he shouldn't be killing any of you.
And what exactly is Jonathan's mission?
To kill you.
That is up to the interpreter, because that is one of the missions, but he has successfully convinced Gerald to wait with that one until he's finished what he's currently doing, which is ostensibly still investigating the kidnappings at Club Euphoria.
Hmm.
But since we haven't actually had a conclusion to that yet, well, his mission is not over, is it?
Nope. It, for all intents and purposes, no.
Mm-hmm.
And
No,
since
and we're gonna try to keep it that way.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
yeah, as far as the hunters know, John is happily investigating the disappearances and has picked up a whole bunch of people to help him with them.
And you never mentioned them by name.
Yep.
Nope, because that would have taken a while.
Yeah.
I'm like very scared. Why are we leaving our heads in the fate to the fate of both Jonathan and Nessie right now?
Because Nessie is the DM, so we have no choice there. And well, Jonathan's a player, a character. He's a character, so yeah.
It's
I
like,
see the
it
bitch.
it's like an interesting like kind of turn of events if Jonathan actually goes through it. Then it's just like Jonathan would be most likely the enemy kind of thing.
Yeah, well, again, right now he isn't.
He,
And unless
not
he's
yet.
given a really fucking compelling reason to become it, he's not going to either. But again, he is a vampire hunter first. So someone can credibly make him believe that this is the best course to take for vampire hunters in general, then...
Well,
But again, whoever is trying to convince him to go against the squad right now is starting from a point of disadvantage because he's already positively inclined towards y'all. So,
yay!
but it's not impossible yet.
We have left a positive impression on you.
Yay!
I thought
also left
we
negative
did!
ones,
We
but right
actually
now-
did shit! And we're not counting the drug list. Yeah.
I mean,
Did the drunkenness actually give some sort of impression other than we are all idiots? And when
No.
we're drunk,
Mostly just idiots.
I think it just confirmed several assumptions he already had.
He's surrounded by idiots. That was the big one.
Most-
I'm surrounded by assholes.
Not,
I knew
not
it. I'm surrounded
all
by
of them.
apples.
Some of them definitely are idiots. but some of them he's still on the fence about.
That's fair. That's
I
fair.
get the feeling it's the only person who's not an idiot is Owen. He's still on the
And
fence
Carol.
with that. Oh, that too.
Oh,
The boys with
I'm
the
on
guns.
the not idiot list.
You may do occasionally stupid stuff, but on the whole, you give the impression of someone who
know
at least
what-
somewhat can get their shit together.
You know what you're
if it-
doing.
And yeah, Owen is like almost a party pooper, so no.
Almost a party pooper.
Just with the eternally calm manners.
The dude literally got drunk after taking a shot and just completely went off.
Again,
To be
Poor
fair, that was
guy.
one shot is
that was
excusable.
elvish. That was elvish whiskey. So like,
Yeah.
Elvish whiskey going into a human body.
Again, Mistake.
Sorry, Owen.
Excusable. Also, it served as a great warning for Jonathan to avoid anything alcoholic at that table. Now, Kara wasn't there, so he didn't have the opportunity to make an idiot of himself.
True.
Might he have? Who
that he
knows?
would've.
But
Violet made a spectacle of herself, a kind of an idiot of herself, but I don't think she cares at this point.
Chiara, I can't even just only save Chiara's life on that. She's it's the definition. I can't even
Chiara
defend
was
Chiara. I
15% alcohol.
can't.
Oh my gosh.
Despite her trying to be serious at times, most of her actions are completely stupid.
Chiara's just, it just shocked me. I was like, you've got to be fucking kidding me.
I okay. I was not expecting to like go with an Elvish wine. I thought it was just like regular one. That's why we were like, oh, that shouldn't be too bad. You mentioning it's Elvish wine, me sweating. Oh no.
Sweats. Oh, God.
Sweats profusely.
Meanwhile,
I should have
Neraina,
taken the hint the moment
Neraina's,
she
Neraina's just sipping it like, what's wrong with you guys? Because half elf, apparently.
Okay.
I should have taken that hint the moment I
Half
saw
elf gives you
Wesley
higher
drinking.
alcohol tolerance.
Yeah, true. It is Neraina's vice, unfortunately, or unfortunately, depending on the
Yeah, your
circumstances.
DC is quite higher than most people's.
Oh, good, good. I'm happy to
Or
hear
lower.
that.
Your
Like-
DC is technically lower.
Ah,
Like vibe-wise, at that congregation, Jonathan was simultaneously that one parent who has just decided that the hands-off approach might as well work too, with a combination of that one old guy at work who shouts at everybody about drinking on the job.
Anywho's, let's get back to today's session. Everyone back?
Yep.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Good. I have.
Evil Club has moved.
Don't say anything. You guys don't see this.
I do.
Anywho's, we go back to the little small garden building where there smells like dirt and peat moss. You, Caro, are led into this room by your mother, Chandria, and the door you close behind you. Chandria approaches the large bench here that has a bunch of different pots and plant pots and dirt all over the place, and speaks to her parents. Mother, father, I believe I need to come clean about something. You watch as Titania turns and approaches her daughter, and Oberyn kind of comes closer too. I have been keeping a secret for quite a long time now, and I believe it's high time that I talk to you both about it. as it's great importance that we get everything out in the open now, as it could mean the life and death of many of our people. A little over 20 years ago, a little bit more than 20 years ago now, nearly 25 actually, if I think about it, I met a young gentleman while on my trip through the mundane world. This young gentleman helped me through my time of need and gave me a meal when no one else would. This gentleman was by the name of Fenris, Sumethra. I fell for this mundane man and subsequently married him and had a child with him. This young man here, standing with his girlfriend over here, is that young man. You never told her otherwise.
We're not there yet.
Yet.
Hold on, I'm making a thing.
Did you say that out loud?
Yes.
Vi is just gonna kind of give you a look and be like, what was our conversation out in the garden not a few days ago?
Yeah.
This is screaming out loud in camera. Please tell me.
Oh no, what did JH do?
What do you think JH did?
He
What do you
made
think?
a fucking meme. It's beautiful.
I feel like the phrasing was the best part about it.
That is perfection.
That was glorious.
Oberyn
If
at this
the daughter
is
approaches
going.
you and says, "Oh yeah, I have a secret from you. You don't suspect this, do you?"
Oberyn at this, as his daughter speaks to the both of them, Oberyn approaches you, Caro, and looks you up and down and holds his hand out.
Or will shake it. He is shaking himself, but he'll shake it.
He kind of, as you take his hand, he kind of takes a hold of your arm and shakes your arm kind of vigorously. It is a pleasure to finally get to meet my grandson. Titania has been talking about you for years.
Wait,
Yeah,
what?
I should have expected that.
They do. Oh my god.
At
I
that,
should have expected that.
at that, Chandria just kind of turns to her father. You knew this whole time and you never said anything? And with that, you see this glowing figure approach all of you in this kind of corner, and she stands. Now, mind you, your mother is tall. Her standing in no heels is about 6'1" Her in
Oh, so
heels.
she's where I get my height.
Her standing there that tall as she is very, even though she's slender, she stands tall and proper. In heels, she's like 6'4", 6'5". Her mother is about the same height. Oberyn towers over you at 7 foot.
Oh,
Oh, fuck.
Oh, he's
He
only got
is-
10 inches on me.
He's big.
Oh, only 10 inches.
Lady Titania approaches you. At this, you kind of see the softness of her features. Her glowing aura from her is almost blinding as she approaches. And she puts her hand on her daughter's shoulders. Dear, we have known for many decades of what you did in the mundane world.
Many decades. It's only been 2.
That's still 2. There's not much.
It's all about the wording.
There's not much that gets past us. And we are happy to finally get to meet you, Caro. And she kind of gestures towards you to join her and her husband in conversation back a little bit more, allowing you to get out of the doorway.
Sure.
Now, I need everyone.
No.
I need everyone as you guys approach the courtyard area and the fountain. At this point, Jonathan and Christian, you would be coming out of that little flower bit. Sophia and Chiara are still sitting over on the side. I need everyone to make me perception checks.
Oh boy.
Respect.
Do you want me to roll for Silric?
Perspection, yes.
Okay.
Violet got an 11.
Where
while I
is
grab his character
Rona? I need her stats.
Jonathan, as always, receives.
That is a 6.
Her perception.
All right,
Hey.
Neraina got a 19 and Silric got an 8.
Neraina also.
Caleb got a
receives.
17.
Okay.
What would Chloe's perception be?
Let me get you Chloe's.
Who the fuck was that, Leslie? Who just rolled a 29?
We
Throna.
don't know, Jonathan. Oh,
I'll tell you,
never
it's Throna. But I do need to roll for other people too. Give me a second. I need to get something for... Where the fuck is your list? For Chloe, perception
I'm perceiving what I think we're perceiving.
is... her perception is a 5.
Chloe got a 19.
Okay. Now I need to go roll for another person.
Can you just give me Chloe's sheet?
You should have access to it. Let me get her for you.
That would require me to know where it is.
It will be in roll 20, so let me hand it to you.
Hey, dragon.
Ah.
Boop.
Well, I don't know that. There it is. There it is. I saw it just get added there.
Hey,
So I will give
Luka.
the same type of ruling, and this goes for Luka too, if you are comfortable with leveling each of your respected characters up. If you are given an NPC, for every 2 levels you level up, they get 1 level. Okay? That's the ruling I
Okay.
gave Neraina. That will go for anyone else if you guys gain an NPC. So, for example, Zeta, for the foreseeable future, Chloe will be at your side. Same thing. Neraina would be with Silric. Violet will be with Caleb. So, you guys have just leveled up previously, and you had Caleb. So, your next level up, Violet, Caleb will level up 1 level.
All right.
Oh, and Caro with Vi. Same thing.
Yep.
Nessie is
I'm
going to
gonna
help me
need
with
to figure
Silric
out how
because
to
I
do
already
that
have
for
any
roll
problems with
20.
mine. So.
If you have issues, if you just want to make suggestions, I can level her up. So it won't be this level up for you, Owen. It will be the next level up that you get. So once you hit level 8, she will level up.
Okay.
And just keep that in mind. So
But
let me...
Silric will level up with me when this next level up, whenever
Yes.
that may be. Okay, got
And
it.
same with Caleb. Because you guys kind of got them at the same
Yes.
time.
True.
And Vi will be the same way, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there will be 3
Seems
people
so
leveling up at the same time.
Seen some interesting stuff in this character sheet.
I hope you did. Everyone has secrets, don't they? There's the person. I
I'm
was
assuming,
looking.
assuming that
Vi
fighting
doesn't even know
style
what the
is
fuck
purely
she
just because
is.
there isn't a gunfighting style
Oh,
or something.
another high perception. Okay. Give me a second.
No. I don't think I will.
Okay. As you
Jesus,
guys
Harold Christ.
as you guys approach the fountain, you hear a screech. You hear a scream come from here.
Oh, fuck.
It sounds like Caro.
Everyone
Fuck.
hears it?
That would have been Owen.
No, my one was the 6. Chloe's was the 19.
Oh, okay. So Chloe, let me actually start from the top so I can figure this out. Anyone above a 10 would have heard this.
No, most everybody
Oh,
except for 2 people.
That's because I don't know if I was supposed to roll or not.
Yeah, you were.
Well,
Yeah.
what's Christian's perception?
I'll quickly do the roll.
Christians. We can roll for Christian.
D20 plus.
Let me.
This is for perception.
Thank you
Yep.
for the follow, Blade. Christian. There we go.
Was it
His stat sheet is not finished yet. That's why. I will have to get you that stat sheet. His was the one that I missed. He will have the same perception as you.
Okay. Do I roll for him?
There, 19. Not 19, 17. I can count.
And
Yep.
so
and-
meets it, beats it, so he heard it
Yeah,
too.
everyone above 10 hears the scream from this area.
Oh.
It
Did
doesn't
anybody else
s-
hear Caro?
Anyone above a 15, the scream does not sound distressed as much as shock.
Okay.
Did somebody did anybody else hear that?
Yes. That sounded like Caro.
I believe he sounded stressed.
Yeah.
That was coming from Chloe.
Yeah, I think she and Neraina got the same one, so Neraina would have recognized it as well. Yeah, we did. Okay. Yeah, that definitely sounded more stressed than distressed, if that makes sense.
Should
I heard distressed, but okay.
Should we go help him?
We probably should.
I don't see why not.
Okay. You guys head over, Throna just staying silent and shaking her head as she leads you all to the door. Jonathan, you would have heard it, and because I believe you got a 19, you would have heard him distressed. At this point, as you enter out of there, you also see your group head towards the building on the side. It was
they
the
look
same-
Like they've got it in hand, so.
Yeah. All the couples are holding hands together as they lead
Oh, that
up.
too. But yeah, I mostly meant about Caro. Like, if there is a problem, then they can probably deal with it.
As they're walking, can Neraina kind of pull on Silric's hand just a titch and just be like, look, I know we need to do this, but there's something I need to say.
Okay. You guys go ahead. We'll be right in. And
All right.
Throna will enter the room.
Ash, my name's not on that list. You know that, right?
Yeah, I'm aware.
But yours is.
I'm aware of that too.
She's gonna take his hand that has the bracelet and deliberately flip the stone to one of the runes that's on it. There's no magic in this. Whether or not there's the spell not allowing us to use magic or not, but do you know what this rune means?
No, I don't.
It means protection. You want to protect me as much as I want to protect you. So this is my promise. And she'll tap the bracelet and right on the rune.
I need you to roll me a 1d100.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh no.
Okay.
Eh?
Oh
Not
shit.
91.
Oh shit.
I don't like where
okay.
this is going.
I am concerned.
As you
This one-
tap the bracelet, you hear a voice in your head.
Oh boy.
As you ask, so it shall be. This rune of protection will protect thee up to 91 hit points for the both of you. If either of you get hit, you guys can share these hit points.
Are you
And you
what?
watch as the rune lights up and then goes dormant again.
What the fuck?
Hey yo, you just
What the
got
fuck?
Neraina just kind of, her eyes are darting frantically between Silric, the bracelet, and just around, like, what the fuck?
You see him doing the exact same.
Neraina backs away and puts her hands up. Is like, I have no idea what just happened.
Silric is just kind of looking at the bracelet and looking at his hands. I have no idea either. What the fuck just happened?
I think it's
Look, I think I think I accidentally gave us some actual magical protection.
The problem is that shouldn't happen because we're under a magical field.
I absolutely understand that. But I am telling you that that's what I think happened.
We're probably going to have this looked at later.
Yeah. And I'll tell you what the other rune is later, but I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that again. I refuse to mess with that sort of thing.
Yeah. And he's just going to hold out his hand for you.
You're not mad?
Not at all.
I don't know why it's so funny.
She's gonna take it shakily and just be like, oh fuck.
And he will lead you into the room with the rest of them. Jonathan,
Holy
you
shit.
heard the screams. Christian kind of looks around and kind of looks at you and just kind of shrugs.
They've probably got it handled.
Bloody plot moment.
Okay.
Question.
Yep.
Since you made me roll for spotting Gerald's big ass up there, do I also have to roll to see if I notice the evil mustache twirling club in the other, like the bottom left corner?
the evil man was
twirling
not
club.
Ha ha ha.
Is that not what they are?
No, well, yes, but also no.
I mean, Cynthia presumably doesn't have a mustache to twirl, but I'm sure she can find a
I was like,
substitute. She
the
can
only
twirl
thing.
like Abernathy's
She can twirl the
mustache
other
since he likes-
side of Apernath's.
Yeah, since he likes them so much. That's what they consider a romantic activity.
Yes, you may.
Or more like, do I have to roll or do I spot them?
You do have
Yes.
to roll, yes.
God damn it.
You can roll for Christian. Right now, he'll share your stat sheet. So you essentially get
That's
advantage.
11 and space. And 13, you know, that's no stellar
Okay.
rolls, but
You kind of are focused on, like, the attention of where the scream came from kind of caught your attention for a second. And as you kind of turn around, you spot Sophia sitting with Chiara. And as you approach, Christian kind of pulls you back for a second. And as he pulls you back, you kind of look up at him. And at that, he's kind of gesturing towards the forest. through the fairy lights, it's a little bit more difficult to see through said forest. However, you spot a certain figure approaching the fountain with a group, and they seem to be laughing. So you hear them before you see them. However, as they come out to the clearing more, you see it's Apernath, Cynthia, and the teacher, and you also spot Umbra, who is kind of standing behind the group with her head down.
Oh no.
I had a fun idea, but Umbra's presence complicates it. It would require a lot more communication, and thus there are a lot more possibilities for it to go wrong. To do or not to do anyway. Do it.
Ow.
Right. Okay. No, I'm gonna do it anyway. I can just say like Jonathan thinks for a moment, then just looks at Christian for a bit. Play along. So there's that pathway, you know, right in front of Jonathan right now. Is that within hearing distance of the approaching fellas?
Yes.
So if I were to have a quiet conversation there, would they be able to hear?
Potentially, yes.
Right. So
if you spoke up a little, if you were actively trying to do something.
Let's say like we're gonna head down, like actively heading down this path here, so past them. And I just think, you know, if there's an order and we have to follow it, that's just how it works. And play along. So.
Yeah, I guess, Jonathan, it just seems a little bit odd, I guess. But if it does come from higher up, yep, we have to follow the list.
Yeah, Gerald, once Gerald gets back to us on that, should be a lot easier to do.
I need you to roll me deception.
All right. I got deception proficiency, and let's hope I can actually use it for once. Oh no, actually, I don't.
Have a fate.
I don't, but never mind. I have a fate dice.
Just in case.
Come on.
Let's see. This is
RNGesus.
important. So, RNGesus, blesseth me. 7 fate. Fuck you. It's only +2. My charisma is not high.
you. That's
16.
a lot better.
Oh,
Nice.
Okay.
Oh.
As
Oh, for
you
fuck's sake.
don't know what it's for. As you kind of approach this little corner area, you have this conversation. You hear footsteps stop in the little clearing. You've caught their attention. Continue on your conversation.
Okay, now you have to actually let me think, because there's only so many times I can bring up the same point. Right, so I know we finish off the mission, and then, well, we'll do what needs to be done.
So that means you are going to arrest all of them, right? Because all of their names, pretty much, minus 1 or 2 of them, are on that list.
I am aware, yes.
And you're
Again,
okay
once-
with doing that?
I have to be.
I guess it's our job. Can't have any friends outside the Hunter Society, right?
At least not forever.
Yep. Sucks.
No, that's what we got you for, right?
I guess I still owe you a beer for taking on this mission.
Oh boy, do you. At this point, I think we've left hearing distance on our casual stroll.
Okay.
So, a lot of over here.
Okay. As you continue on your conversation, Chiara, I need you to make me a perception check.
Oh no. Remember that one time I was feeling a bad feeling? Yeah, that's it right here. I see the 4 people approaching the fountain. Bruh. 14.
Okay.
Is that enough?
Let me make sure Jonathan has a little tick mark on his stuff. Have to make sure I keep up with that. Chiara, the conversation wasn't loud, but the conversation did sort of start closer to the edge of the tunnel, and you watch as Jonathan and Christian kind of pass by, look kind of at you, and then head down the tunnel. You heard them talking about something with, well, anything for the mission. But you can't really tell much past that. However, your attention is kind of turned and you see a certain someone approaching the fountain. A certain Apernath who you have met before.
She's going to have her guard up.
They seem to be laughing and carrying on about something as they come out of the forest area, and they kind of pause right here. Sophia at that will take a hold of your hand and whisper something to you. I think it's best we move from here. Them getting too close to you is bad.
Let's Sophia take her hand.
Okay. The two of you leave. I need both of you to roll me stealth checks. And Jonathan, I'll have you roll Sophia's.
What's the modifier?
Sophia is a +3.
Not great, not 15.
Hey, 18.
Nice.
Let's
Okay.
fucking go. tiny scurrying.
Ooh.
Rats.
Rats.
We are
the rats.
Where are the rats?
This is why I publicly...
Unfortunately.
These are unfortunate rolls.
Unfortunately, the enemy perceives.
Oh no.
Correct.
Damn it.
They
You
see
guys
us, don't they?
get to about here before you hear the talking seem to stop. And Sophia just quickly ushers you as fast as she can away towards where she heard the scream come from. Now back to the larger group.
Yay!
Caro, you have a conversation with Lady Titania and Oberon. They start to tell you just various things that they have at the Sealy Court castle and everything that you have opportunity towards and how you can come and visit whenever you want now. Chandria, as you looked at Chandria, she looks relieved at this because she was even unsure of how this interaction was going to go. You have an opportunity to talk as they all kind of just settle in. At this point, maybe some wine glasses were brought into you all, and the 5 of you have wine with you.
Is this before the massive herd walks in?
This is before the massive herd.
Well, much as I appreciate the offer, I do not have time to be a prince.
Titania will look at you and kind of interrupt you. You don't have to be, dear. At this moment, the court has no idea that you're around. And I wouldn't want to force that upon a mortal soul.
Thing is, my team, we need allies, and we need them badly.
And you're coming to the Sealy court for allies.
I felt it prudent as one of the Sealy court, though the court doesn't know.
You have our support. We will help you in any way we see that we can. Our hands are tied in a lot of places, I will let you know that. It's difficult to figure out how we can assist the best we... And right as she goes to try to finish that statement, the group comes in. Therona approaches first, followed by Violet and Caleb, Neraina and Silric last, with Owen and Chloe somewhere in the mix. And Therona comes in and sees the group of you, and then sees Titania and Oberyn and slightly gives them a bow. Lady Titania, Oberyn, and the group of them kind of turn towards her and the group, and you see your whole group there.
Oh,
Whole group,
Jesus.
Minus a person, of course.
Dear Lord.
We heard screaming.
It's nothing.
I see.
I roll from Violet.
Anyways, Lady Titania, we have been sent by the king. We have some information and news for you. You watch as she kind of turns and floats towards the group, very gracefully, very almost angelic, as she approaches Therona. As she gets closer to you guys, Violet.
Oh, fuck.
Your connection
Why
with
me?
Asmodeus it leaves a dark trace on you. As she approaches closer, it almost stings from her light energy. It's not horrible, but you can feel kind of where like your soul wants to kind of go away from her. As she approaches Therona, they go to the side to have a discussion.
I think Violet will kind of cling onto Caleb at that point, just kind of like...
Your whole group is
Not
here.
necessary.
Not necessarily what?
Not necessarily saying anything, but just kind of giving the fact that just like, yeah, it's kind of hurting.
Okay. The whole group is here. You have all gotten back together, at least the bigger group of everyone, minus Jonathan and Chiara.
The gang's all here.
Vi will kind of wave to you all. And at that, Chandria will turn to your group and then will slightly turn towards you, Caro. Are these your friends?
Yes.
Care to introduce us?
Well, my friends and compatriots, I'd like you to meet my family.
Excuse me?
What?
Yeah, I just found out last week.
What?
Yeah.
Caro, you're not joking, right? This
No. I'm second in line for the Sealy throne.
just a spat of dwarvish comes out of Neraina's mouth as she turns around like,
What are you saying? Because I speak Dwarvish.
it's probably something along the lines of, what the actual fuck? He's a Sealy prince. No, what the fuck? No! I can't take this!
Trust me, I'm having trouble believing it too.
She turns back around. You speak dwarvish?
I speak several languages.
A few
Duly
moments
noted.
later.
I think
Find a
Violet's
new
gonna
one to
start
curse
muttering.
in.
Violet's gonna start muttering in vampire, just like, oh, you know, why fucking? Why does
Luckily,
everything happen
Jonathan
to
isn't
us?
here.
I don't
Hey
have
Owen,
that
do
one.
you speak vampires?
I do not.
Well, I do, but I'm not there.
No, you're not. At that, Silric is going to shut the door quietly and go a little bit closer. So we're amongst royalty. I am absolutely not shocked. Caro, you give off the aura of a fae.
How is it that you could see it and I couldn't?
Neraina
Me and
just-
Neraina couldn't.
Neraina just looks at him. I'm sorry, you guessed?
I figured he wasn't human.
You knew I wasn't human before I knew I wasn't human.
I deal with
Neraina,
a
how
lot.
did you and I not pick up on it?
I deal with fae all the time. I'm also full elf.
Yeah, Violet, the closest I got to, well, anything other than mundane was my dad and some of his people, who are elves. And the dwarves, but that was later. So.
I hang around a pixie.
Fae is not in my wheelhouse, not really.
Yeah, more muttering and vampire at this point.
At that, you guys hear a knock at the door. Does anyone answer it?
Caro's gonna duck down behind the table.
Vi is just gonna stand right behind you. Does anyone open it?
Oh, for God's sake. Violet's just gonna push back and open up the door.
In front of you, you see Sophia and Chiara. You can make an insight check.
Yes, I will do that. What is my insight? Ah, absolute dog ass. $15.
You see Sophia is panicked.
Who and where?
Can we come in, please?
On into the Revelation Inn.
This is more of a serious to let us in right now.
Stab you.
And Violet will step aside and gesture, come on in.
She will then slip between everyone and take a stand over here, helping Chiara onto the to the table so that Chiara can fit and see everyone.
Shut the door, immediately go back to Caleb.
Yep.
Not happy.
Chiara's gonna kind of lie on the table, be like she was in a goddamn panic, and finally is relaxing.
We just had a run-in with Apernath, nearly.
Oh, fucking course.
Ah, wonderful.
Wonderful.
He 100% knows that we're in here, and I'd rather not have a interaction with him if we can avoid it.
Caleb, can I stab somebody, please?
That would also be preferable.
Are you saying this from underneath the table?
Lack of interaction in reference to lack of interaction from underneath the table. Yes.
You hear a voice from over here.
Oh, does Tiara recognize it's Karo's?
Yes, you would.
What the fuck are you doing underneath the table?
I didn't know who you were. It felt prudent.
Carol, stand up.
We should probably get a hold of Jonathan. I know that he was supposed to get in contact with Gerald tonight.
I heard Jonathan's voice.
All right, who's got a cell phone? We all have his number. I left
I got
mine
it.
in the room.
I got it.
Violet's got it.
Well, yeah, I got it.
thought,
I'm gonna open up my phone and text Jonathan. Come over to the main, to like one of the, what I even call that?
Mudroom.
Come over to the mud room where the door is shut. We need to talk now. Send.
Jonathan, you receive this message.
Golly, an excuse to
don't know
turn around.
I don't even know what he
We
was
were sort
talking-
of going towards nowhere there, just to avoid suspicion. So pulling out your phone and turning around is as good an excuse as any.
I mean,
Man.
Let's grab these two fellas and move back over here.
Jonathan, as you approach right here, you turn and you see Apernath, who is sitting on the fountain, and the rest of the group is kind of around him. Umbra is to the side and away from the group.
Okay. They're not doing anything, or
They're just talking. Apernath
Okay.
is kind of turned away from you.
well, good for them, I guess. We have been summoned.
Okay. You head towards that side garden area, and the door is indeed closed.
Well, what does one do when the door is closed? If it's friends, knock. If it's enemies, break it down. And these are friends, so
You hear a knock.
that's
And
Back under the table.
you know what?
You watch as
The
Caro disappears under the table again.
And here I thought I was good at hiding. What on earth are you hiding for?
you called.
yes.
In here. Just get in here.
Just get in here.
Well, I think me and Christian are gonna go over here.
And do shut the door behind you.
You are closer to the door than us.
Yeah. You were the last one in. That's typically how that
Christian
works.
was the last one.
Someone close.
The door is
Don't
closed.
lie.
The door.
It's
Thank you.
closed. Just oh my god.
Christian has manners or something.
Back up.
What are you out of character? Are you saying Jonathan was raised in a barn? What?
No, he went in first. If he had closed the door, that would have been exceedingly rude.
Fair enough.
Sophia will look at you, Jonathan, just almost like an apologetic look, and just kind of shrug her shoulders.
Expectantly look around. Like, yes.
We've spoken to the king. He sent us here to talk to Lady Titania and Lord Oberon, and we've made another discovery. Looks expectantly at Caro.
Oh, and
Caro-
Caro at the table that he is hiding on.
What? Cara's head's just like this.
I'll pop
Would
back
you
out.
care to explain this, Caro? This is your issue.
What is it that Taro did this time? It can't be a
Oh,
work
just
situation.
let
Nothing I
Just-
did this
it's-
time.
More like something
Well.
I did. And
Hmm?
Chandria's
Or
just gonna kind
someone.
of shake her head.
This is my mother. This is my grandpa.
They both kind
Eh.
of wave.
Do I know them? Like, do I know who this is?
How much of the Fae do you know? Yeah, I think
I don't know.
you would know of the Sealy court. You would. So you would recognize at least Oberyn in the sense of you know that this is the husband of Lady Titania, who you see in this corner talking to Therona.
So connecting the dots there. Instead of just one, Jonathan's gonna raise both eyebrows.
For
Yeah.
once.
Yeah, we've been traveling with royalty, it seems.
Unknowing royalty.
Royalty nonetheless.
Okay.
This is becoming a royal pain in my head. What
You're
is going
telling
on?
me.
Ah,
So you're
Okay.
so let me get this straight
Um,
right now.
No, hold on.
Caro is royalty. We are currently in a situation where we're meeting his royalty of family right here, and yet he didn't know about any of this. Am I correct?
Uh,
I found out last week.
Jonathan is going to use
Jesus.
this opportunity to consult the written down kill list again. Just go. Arrow is on that thing. I mean, he's not gonna say that, but that's sort of what he's thinking. Like, why is royalty on a fucking vampire hunter kill list? They're
How obvious is he being about this?
You would see him looking at his phone, kind of looking up at Caro, looking at his phone, looking at Caro and kind of raising his eyebrows, and then looking at his phone again.
Is that the
Just
list?
kind of shaking
Jonathan?
his head.
Is that the list, Jonathan?
yes. I'd assume this is not common knowledge.
We didn't know. It would be very surprising if anyone else, other than she'll kind of politely nod her head at Caro's family, anyone outside of their family group, other than Caro, apparently, who had no clue until a week ago.
We're not exactly
So-
entrenched in the Fey world, are we? But
No.
Okay, I think-
Apparently, a fair number of people already knew.
Apparently, there is a. Apparently, even as far as Kaname potentially knows. And this is this woman speaking.
Speaking of,
Yeah, so I'm under the assumption Apernath knows.
Oh, that's great.
And that's probably why I was taken in the first place.
who else knew?
Besides me, not even my own parents. Well, they knew, but they didn't really know. I left when I was having a crisis in the Feywilds, and I chose to go to the mundane world to get out for a bit, and that's when I actually met Caro's father.
Mm.
And that was over 2 decades ago.
well, I would say it's Carol's age plus 1 year ago.
I think at this point Violet just kind of zones out. Like she can't. She's got too much on her mind. She's just out.
Does this affect us in the grand scheme of things?
New allies?
That's a plus.
We'll try helping the best we can. I can assure you of that. The Sealy court has been neutral for way too long at this point. And we got news that the Unseelie court is encroaching on our territories. So we'll have to act as soon as possible to stop that. And Mab, the Unseelie queen, has been seen in contact with Kaname in the past.
Does Violet recognize the name Mab?
You would.
Attention back.
Any other world-shaking revelations? Or...
It might depend on what you found out, but I think that's the biggest one so far.
That's all I've got.
So are we having a strategy meeting? Or...
I think we're all just trying to get on the same page here, but... Well, you had your part of a thing. Did you find out anything?
Well, yes, I actually have good news for once. Starting off, it shouldn't take that long, but soon I should have some clarification on why a lot of you were placed on a certain list. Number 2 is, it is unlikely anyone is going to follow up on you in particular until my mission is done, which as of now is an undefined one. So we have time. And number 3, should things not have gone catastrophically, I may have credibly made our enemies believe I was on their side.
Is that why I heard something about business? I heard you
Possibly.
speaking.
So, additionally, should someone contact you to tell you that me and Christian are in fact trying to betray a lot of you, you have a trustworthy source.
You, Jonathan, have made your deal. You will know from here on out, you will stay as lawful good.
What?
Yay!
He made his decision.
I could have gone the other direction. I could have kept my mouth shut and actually done the spy work.
But he has sealed the deal.
So he remains to be our side.
I could still turn. It would just be more complicated now.
It will be more complicated, and it may require rolls in the future.
But yeah, for now, definitely I'm on yours.
Vibing in chaos.
Does he say that in character of like?
No.
After a little bit, Therona and Titania join the group back. You watch as Titania turns and addresses the group here. Oberon and I will be leaving this evening to go contact the Sealy Court. You should be hearing from us soon, and we will be able to get you the assistance you all need. Let's hope, the fates willing, that things can be brought to a swift end. I don't like how there are so many players out on the field right now. But we will figure this out. And with that, you watch as Oberon walks over to his wife, takes her hand, and the two of them leave the room, opening the door and then closing it behind them. You guys
Alright
are
then.
free to discuss.
I might as well tell you guys about something, or why I decided to leave the group at the moment. I wanted to discuss something with Wesley, if whether Wesley and Rye had knew about this list, and that's why whether Rye was captured, but it wasn't.
Odds are unlikely. Based on what we know, this list is fairly fresh.
Whatever it was, they thought it was separate, but it might be all connected together.
Well, someone clearly wants a lot of you dead. Or
Okay.
looks at you, or captured, yes.
Well, they're gonna have some damn trouble in actually accomplishing these goals.
Oh, naturally, but and now we have powerful allies, it seems.
Allies in control of the magic barriers here.
Mm.
I think we can also fairly safely say that the king seems to be on our side. When we talked to him, he seemed fairly amenable to what we had to say.
I'd sure hope so. I mean, doesn't he have some relatives on the list?
Therona will speak up. Yes, he does. And that's part of the reason why he's no longer staying neutral in all of this. We all have people we care about on that list, whether it's ourselves and or people we know. And I think it's best that we all go and check up and make sure all of those people are safe and protected. And then hope that we get some sort of plan in the next few weeks set up.
Lady Therona, if I may.
Yes.
Is there a possibility that you can provide sanctuary for the people on this list, at least temporarily?
I can talk to the king, and I am assuming that Lady Chandria here can also help me with that.
Okay.
I know at least 2 of the people on that list besides ourselves, I believe, are still currently here. The 2 professors, Hendeft and Jameson, I think they're still here in the castle after we brought them here when we rescued them.
It should be.
So they at least are safe.
Chandria will speak up at this. I'll make sure to touch base with the both of them. I know them quite well, and I'll make sure that they are protected.
Good.
Right.
I need to get to my phone sooner rather than later and at least try to get through to Tressa. I'm a bit concerned considering she appeared to you, Violet, when we were still at Euphoria and didn't make it to me, and I haven't. I'm not. I wouldn't be surprised that I hadn't heard from her. She does have trouble with phones, but the fact that she was there and didn't come see me while we were still there is. It has me on edge.
I don't know why she was there. Just that she needed to speak to you, and I pointed her into your direction.
And then she never made it. So
yeah, I think it's best if you go and get to your phone. If you can't find it, let me know. I have mine.
I know. I do know where my phone is. I just didn't want to bring it to the ball. I was having enough trouble walking in my heels, much less trying to look at my phone while doing so.
I need to teach you how to walk in heels properly. Clearly, my first lesson was not enough.
That's if they're still there. I left them in the ballroom. Oh.
Okay, you know what? I'll get you some better heels. Ones that you can actually walk in.
Sure. That would be great. We'll worry about that later.
How about we worry about that when we're not being chased by a madman, a crazy coven, and potentially an archdevil?
Sounds good.
Or at least, I will worry about the archdevil when it comes to that.
With that, Owen, Chloe kind of tugs at your coat to kind of whisper something to you. Owen, should we go and check up on your sister?
We should, yes. I am worried about her.
Okay. With that, Chloe will kind of speak up. I think we'll head back temporarily to Club Euphoria. We have some people to check up on, and we can do that for everyone. If anyone else would like to join us, you can. Jonathan, it probably wouldn't be best for you to join us. If they think that you're on our side, being seen with the rest of the group is probably not a good idea.
Well, I am supposed to investigate the disappearances there.
Okay, so maybe we can all go separately but meet up upstairs with them.
Yeah, apparently since Christian is my temporary attaché in this matter, we can go our own way.
Okay.
Presuming you don't have anything better to do, sort of a challenging look at Christian.
Christian just kind of shrugs. I really hate being in the office, so if I can be next to you, it's better than nothing.
Thank you for that glowing recommendation.
You're welcome. Plus, that gives
Who
me an
needs
opportunity to buy you that drink I owe you.
Make it a good one.
Anything you want.
Before you go, this is to Chloe. Could I at least let me at least try and get a hold of my friend, and if I don't hear from her for what for her would be a reasonable amount of time, perhaps you could ask when you get to Club Euphoria if anyone's seen her there recently.
Yeah.
But I need to try and get a message through to her first.
I can definitely do that for you. You said her name was Tressa?
Yes, Tressa Grimwell.
Okay.
She is on the list. That is part of my concern for her.
Okay. Owen, do you have a copy of the list?
I would have a copy of it, right?
Did Jonathan send you it?
I think it was.
Did it make its way to the group chat?
I thought so.
Did it?
That's
did.
how.
It did
Yeah,
not
that's how
make its way to the group chat.
Okay. Then.
And yes, I would have a copy of it.
Okay. Did you by chance add Chloe to the group chat?
I'm not seeing a.
I would set about on adding her now.
Okay. So everyone has the list. Sophia will look at you, Jonathan, and sigh. I better get going towards the rest of my family. Please keep me updated this time. I'll make sure everyone's taken care of, and Catherine is not a part of the group there. I'll try to keep her at bay.
Yeah, I'll see about it.
She'll kind of take a hold of your hand and squeeze it, and then leave the room.
How fast are we trying to get to Club Euphoria?
I don't think we should all go.
No, I have to. I actually have to go see the king myself at some point, so I'm going to at least stick around for a little bit longer.
Yeah, looks at Silric. I don't think we should be going anywhere for a while as well.
We can stay here then. Temporarily. We can go into the town area again. Should be fairly safe. There's protectors everywhere. Good luck them trying to find us there.
Yes, I would like to go to the post office again at some point and see if I received any answers to my letters that I sent. So.
Okay. So that means potentially if Violet and Caleb are staying with us, And Owen, Chloe, Christian, and Jonathan are leaving. Caro, Chiara, and Crow, that leaves the three of you guys. And Violet, of course.
I'm gonna try my best to keep Crow with me. He is on the kill list and, tiny.
Makes sense.
I'm on the list, but Vi isn't.
I'll stay by you, Caro. I'm not letting you out of my sight this time.
And so long as you are in some more close proximity to me, you should be fine for now.
So I guess if technically we want to go to Club Euphoria also, we could go with you guys. As long as we don't stray far away.
I suppose it would be a good opportunity to check on Dad. He hasn't responded to me yet.
Yeah, and I wanted to go do that. I can go with you. Actually, no. If I leave the castle, it would be unsafe. Caro, I hate to put this on you, but can you go check on your father?
Of course.
And then send word to me. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. How do you want me to get word to you? Just show up in your throne room again?
Have you ever used runes?
No.
I need to teach you that. Yes, just show up in the throne room, I guess.
Nope.
Wait, they don't teach. Wait, do they not teach that?
I wasn't paying attention during those classes.
Vi will raise her hand.
Take afternoon naps.
Caro half the time was asleep in most of his classes.
Yeah, because I couldn't sleep at night.
So he's a slacker.
Very
Do
much
not
so.
accuse me of slacking.
Once a
I mean,
slacker,
it
always a
explains-
slacker.
I mean, it explains your mishap with the magic the first time you
Hey.
used it.
That's not my fault.
Vi is just shaking her head yes.
Violet will kind of lean up against Caleb. I don't blame you, Caro. You got this goober back to me. Should probably thank you for that mishap more than blame you.
Jonathan.
Hmm?
You have a finger raised, sir?
Question to the DM if we're returning to Club Euphoria.
Mhm.
Is Ian and his new vampire friend, are they still around or have they skedaddled off?
You don't know.
Right, so that's on my list for once we go out of this meeting, try and see where the fuck he's up to.
Yep. Chiara, what are you thinking?
To be honest, I'm not really sure. I would like to get a reading of whether or not Wesley is done talking to Rai, but
He will probably show up back here then. Maybe it's best if you stay with me and Caleb for now.
and then I also want to keep. He told me to keep close to all of you. If the situation is dire, they might be coming after me.
Well, between Violet, Caleb, myself, Silric, you should be safe here with us if you choose to stay.
Yeah,
Splitting
nobody's
fairly
gonna nab
evenly,
you.
and we're all pretty fucking strong. So
I'm strong too. I learned
We know.
everything from Rai.
even
We
so,
don't doubt you.
Don't
We
go
don't-
anywhere by yourself. No
I
one
know.
goes anywhere by themselves.
Got it.
We cannot be splitting up more than we already are.
Okay.
Then I'll stay with you guys in the castle.
Okay.
With your two groups formed, Owen, Chloe, Jonathan, Christian, Caro, and Vi. Next session, you will head to where you need to be, while Violet, Caleb, Neraina, Silric, Chiara, and Crow will stick together at the castle. You both groups have missions to take on. Jonathan, you know that there are a lot of questions up in the air for you. Owen, you are worried about your sister and the people you have met. Caro, you are deathly worried about your father and your friend. Chiara, you fear for your life and fear for Rai. Violet, you worry about what is your future to come. And Neraina, you worry not only for yourself, but for your lover. All of you, next session, have things to do. And from here, we will stop today's session, as I feel like it is a perfect time to go from the Garden of Eden to what may come of next.
Woo!
Whew.
This is a very early session too. Holy
Today is an
Yeah.
early session. Yeah.
Yay!
This is kind of ending this was a 3-part series session kind of where you guys
Mhm.
the New Year's session was kind of 2 parts, and then this was kind of the ending of it, which is kind of us just kind of clearing up some things left over, of course. And so now you're kind of at the next point where you're kind of putting the rest of the stuff together, going and checking up on a variety of different people. I hope everyone had fun tonight.
Yee.
I know it was a fun session. I know a lot of people got to talk today, which is fun.
Cough, cough, accidentally creating something magical. Cough. What the fuck?
You got blessed
were
by the fates.
Whew.
Yeah, that's what happens when you touch a rune. You imbue it with accidental magic.
Whoopsies.
I feel like Neraina would have known that, but I'm gonna go with what I said. So.
Hey. Anyways, I hope everyone enjoyed today's session. Let's go see if there's anyone to raid today. I hope Hikaru is still streaming.
He's
I'm
still alive.
He's
have
still
stream
alive.
open.
He is still alive. Okay, that's where I'm actually going to be headed probably. We're going to play some Exoprimal. Because I said I would.
Yay.
I said I would with
Attack
him.
Hikaru.
We're going to go and attack my boyfriend. Let's,
Yeah.
I'm gonna. Like, are we all gonna be jumping onto Hikaru?
Yeah, so everyone join my stream. Join watching it.
Okay.
Okay, let's go.
Yeah,
Let's do
everyone join my stream, and
go.
then we will raid him with a bunch of people. That's why.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, I'm already fastening my seatbelt ready.
Who's had his stream open since he started streaming today?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So everyone join. Tell me when everyone's in.
I'm in.
I'm in.
I'm
Okay.
in.
Let's
Okay.
go.
I think it's updating. There's a lot of people. 'Cause I know there's a lot of people watching. Ah, I clicked on the wrong button. Whoop. Okay, let's go find Soul Hikaru. We are going to start today's raid. Remember, everyone have a good day's rest. Make sure to drink plenty of water, eat plenty of food, have a wonderful day, stay safe, and we'll see you next week. Bye-bye!
Bye.
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 Getting ejected.
Whew.
3, 2, 1.
Adios with a raid of 4 people.